Hello everyone, I'm back with the Oh What Fun card kit of the month from Spellbinders for October 2022. And instead of making more cards, I'm going to make lots and lots of Christmas gift tags or holiday gift tags. So, first I'm starting with some cardstock. This is similar to the white cardstock that came in the kit, and I'm going to be doing as many of these like in pairs as I can because there are 2 of each of the die cuts, and so we're going to try to mass make, but I'm more of a one-of-a-kind maker. But this is 4 1/4 by 2 inches, and I just wrote it on there so you can see it easily because I'm going to cover it up. And I've used some of the, for these first pair of gift tags, I have used this gingerbread pattern paper, and I'm going ahead and put that down. So we'll need some adhesive. Whoops, well, I guess it doesn't matter that direction, but I'm going to try to get a little bit. So this is cut, I think it's about 1/4 inch smaller, but why don't I go ahead and verify that? Nope, it's 1/8 of an inch smaller, so good thing I checked. 1/8 of an inch smaller than the dimensions here as stated. And some of them I think I will do 1/4 inch smaller, but it doesn't really matter if you have a scrap. You can have more of a border or less of a border. So we've got the start here. Now for this excuse me, for these gift tags, I am bringing in this it's kind of like rickrack. I really wanted to find some white rickrack in my stash to kind of mimic the icing on these guys. I could not find that, but I do have this, and so it's thicker than I'd like, but it's what I have, so I'm going to use it. And I need some good adhesive for that because it's a fabric, so I'm going to take this Fabri-Tac, and hopefully it comes out. And I'm going to put this down first because I want to be able to kind of layer things over the top of it. This is, oops, you know what, before I do that, before I get going too far on this, I do want to do something with these corners. I have this, especially that one right there where I just put glue on. I'm just going to do that one first because then I can press this down. What was I saying? I have no idea. Okay. I have this corner rounder to make it more tag-like. The only thing I don't like there is it just goes all the way to the edge. I don't know if I like that. I guess I'll have to decide. Maybe for the next ones I will just round the papers beforehand. I'm not sure. Anywho, there we have the start of this. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. And I'm going to just let this fully dry before I trim off the excess. So I can go ahead and keep on working. It's going to stick to my desk, but that's okay. So for these 2, I have a pair of gingerbread men from the die cut pack. Now if you ran out of your gingerbread men, the stamp set has similar sized. I have one here that I've cut and colored. They're a little smaller, but it will work for this as well. So you don't have to worry about that if you've run out of that. And if you're doing this just similar, use what you have, like a little embellishment. It doesn't have to be a gingerbread man. We can make this work. I think, let's see, and I also have a pair of chipboard sticker embellishments for each of these tags. I have 1 peppermint candy, that's chipboard, and 1 sentiment. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start with the gingerbread man, which, and go ahead and put these on. And I'm just using a regular glue here, wet adhesive. This guy with these arms open, I'm going to put down here in the bottom. Get him really close to the edge there. And his little arm is sticking out over onto the ribbon. Then I would like the peppermint candy to go on here, so I'm going to have to be generous with the adhesive because it is going onto essentially fabric. It's a ribbon, but it's cloth. And I want to put, kind of right there. And I'm going to press that down and just let that grab there. And I need the other gingerbread man because I'm alternating. The arms are slightly different here. I'm going to put him in the top, kind of the left, so this one's down here in the bottom right. That's pretty good. And then a sentiment. So we'll go with the festive fun in gray with a little bit of gold. There's a lot of dimension going on this tag, but it could go in a journal. Don't get me wrong, you can put this in a journal and use it for journaling, but I'm intending these for gift tags, so yep, now I need to do the same on this one, and I'll go ahead and do that and then show you the results. So I'm just going to use some scissors here and trim off the excess, and I will show you a close-up of the results. But I did want to mention also, another thing I forgot is I'm going to punch a hole. And so I want to get roughly centered here, and I think it's going to go right through Gingerbread Man's head, but that's okay. Okay. Alright, so we have two quick and easy Christmas gift tags, and I probably at some point later will go and put on the back side like a to from stamp. I don't have that out right now, so I'm not going to do that right now. And you can see for the second one, I just alternated the placement. So bottom, you know, left and top right instead. And they look really cute. That is alright. For my next set of tags, I've had a disaster. Now, I am doing a different topper on this one, so I've put the scrap pattern paper down already. I've got two of the green cardstock and two of some red for my stash, but I used this punch here, and I tried to punch two at once. Maybe that's not a good idea, because I didn't notice that the one underneath was not even. So, tragedy. However, I am not giving up on this tag. I still want to make this tag. So, I'm going to pull out my little trimmer here, and we're just going to make a shorter tag. Because, you know, this is how I roll. Sometimes, you know, I make mistakes. And I'm working on not enough sleep here. So, yeah, that tends to increase the level of mistakes. So they're going to be different. But yeah, this one's going to be a smaller tag. It does not need to go into the recycling. And I just trimmed off the corners with this little fella, which is a lot more predictable. Now, I'm pulling in, again, die cut pieces. The reason I'm doing 4 this time is because I have these cute little Christmassy holly cupcakes here. And they're not exactly the same, but there were 2 pairs. So I'm going to go ahead and use them as kind of a focal point. And again, I have sentiment, and I've brought in more chipboard stickers. There may or may not be chipboard stickers from a different Christmas kit. I can't remember, to be perfectly honest. So for these 2, I think I'm going to put these 2, and this one has a little more pink, so these ones are going to go on there. And for this set of cards, I'm also going to bring in some sequins. Now, these gold ones, I believe, what came in the kit? No, I think some yellow ones came in the kit. But I've gotten sequins from many, many kits. So I've got some iridescent white ones, I've got some gold ones, and I have, this was from a recent kit where they're just clear. Oops. So, I think we'll use like clear and white on these, and gold on these. And let's go ahead and see what happens with the shorty tag. Also, I forgot that this one does not have, so this punch over here out to my right punches the hole also, which is nice. However, it eats up a lot of the tag. In order to, you know, get that design, it does eat up some of the length of the tag. It becomes shorter. So, you know, this is brand new to me, that tag punch. I like it. I'm not sure that I love it at this point, but Now these two chipboard stickers I've already put onto gold because I don't know if you can tell from this far away. Here we go, we'll get in close. These two pink cupcakes have some gold foil accents, so I just wanted to add a little bit of that gold. Oh my goodness, I'm putting glue on here and it already has, this is one of my scraps that already had a backing paper. Look at that, that's so easy now. And then it says no peeking. Does this one have adhesive on the back? Let's see. Yes, it does. So sometimes when I get my gold card, I put it onto the double stick sheets of adhesive because it's just so much easier to use that way, especially with the tiny strips. You can cut tiny strips, I use that a lot. Alright, now for these ones, because they have those lovely gold accents, I'm gonna use, where is my, here it is. I needed help. I need help. I'm going to use these gold ones, and I think I'm just going to scatter them about. Let's see. Oh, let's just go crazy and put, like, random dots, and hopefully it'll look good. So these have a little bit of dimension and a lot of shimmer. Won't that look nice hanging on a gift? Oh, got something sticking there. And to finish off their coordinating friends over here, we're going to pull in that white iridescent and the clear one. Now, the glue will dry clear, but give you a look at that. Pretty cute. And let's go ahead and finish this one. For this one I used 3 of the white iridescent and just 2 of the clear. Alright, and that's another 4 gift tags done. Alright, I have a couple more tags here. This one has a little bit of a thinner border, so you can see you can work with whatever scraps you have. Just have a little bit wider border if you have a smaller scrap. So for these two, I'm going to take this pudding, I think that's what that is, figgy pudding maybe, and use that as a focal point. And again, there we go. Again, this one has some gold foiling detail, so those gold sequins that I pulled in for my stash are going to be great, and also with the coordinating scraps that have gold foiling on them, such as the plaid that has the gold foil. It brings in that as well. So I'm just going to kind of put this guy down in the bottom. I'm just going to use wet glue on this scrap here. And we're going to put it up here in the top. And this will function as the sentiment on the tag. So I have also cut a little scrap of this pink sentiment paper. It works great. I've got another tag coming up, or a few tags coming up, where I've cut out the actual sentiment, and it's perfect in its little tiny size. So that just says, you know, cheer, joy, love, and that is the sentiment. Very nice. And pulling in my sequins, let's just put a smattering of sequins here. Another pair of tags completed. Lovely shimmer, a little bit of dimension, cute and simple. This would be great for a food gift, like a little cake in a mason jar or something, or cookies. So sweet, literally. Alright, now I have another one. This one I'm using the candy cane pattern paper scrap, and I've done the corner chomp side, and I'm going to use some of these fun sentiment dimensional stickers and a chipboard sticker, and these are also from that puffy. This one might have been from a previous kit I picked and chose. I don't know how this got a little dot of blue on there, but at least it matches the background, huh? So let's start with fun and put it down in the bottom. I think I'm going to start with the U. That way I can get it relatively centered here. I want to put this right in the middle if I can. Oh, what fun is what I'm trying to spell out here. And then this one I'm going to put all the way over to the side. side. Get my can. Yes. Oh well. I'm adding adhesive anyway, so. Nice idea, adhesive back chipboard. It's not always as great in execution. Alright, and then I have the 2 peppermint candies. I'm going to put one here and one over here somewhere. And that is it for this cute little candy cane tag. And it's got a little friend here. We'll just leave this on the screen so you can have a look. But this one I did with this punch. Again, it takes off a bit of the tag and then you don't have the border up there. So I don't know, can't decide if I like it like that. I am bringing in the sentiment pink paper with the sentiment. Got a couple chipboard stickers that are cupcakes. Then I have some of this dimensional, like foamy-like sticker and a die cut from the die cut pack. This is from a different, from a while ago, Christmas kit, but it's candy, you know, and it's gold. So I'm going to pull it in with this one. It did not come in the current kit. But again, you know, if you have other kits or other Christmassy holiday ephemera and embellishments, pull them out because they can work together, especially if they have similar color schemes. And the Spellbinders ones, even across the years, they do have similar colors. And a lot of them have, you know, the gold accents in the kits, so then you can find something to coordinate and pull in. Now, for this little strip, I was thinking, that's my sentiment. I'm going to put it just somewhere up here in the top. And then my little candy, I was going to stick up here also. I just needed a little something extra. This guy is a sticker, but he's off his backing sheet, so I might add a little extra adhesive there. That one's going flat. And finally, because this is on kind of a gold foil surface here, I think I'll add just a little bit of adhesive also, but I was thinking to tie this different candy in. I put this, whoops, little peppermint candy there, right in the center. Flip this over. Of course, I put it right where the curve is, so I've got to match the curve there. Maybe should have put it down just a little further, but... And voila! C'est fini! Little tag. So 2 more. Similar. Actually, they're not even all that similar. They're just candy, but they work in 2 different tops. Okay, so for the next pair, I've already prepped the tags, a white cardstock, and this lovely ornament pattern paper. And I put a hole up at the top. See, for the first one, let's start with these ornament die cut pieces from the kit. And yes, we have 2 of each, so these are going to be similar. We do not have 2 of each of the foam stickers, and that's why they're just similar, because I want to use the foam stickers on this one. I pulled in some of this gold thread because it's kind of cute on the through the ornament, so I think I'll just tie a little bit in there in the hole. Okay, that gold thread is super fiddly, but you know, it is cute. I don't know if it's worth it, honestly. Took me a long time to get just these little pieces tied on here. So I'm going to start by putting the ornaments down because I want some of my sentiment to go across or on top of, and I don't want to run out of room for that, so I'm going to go ahead and put them down with wet glue. This is coming untied already. Oh, lovely. I spent like 3 minutes tying that on, maybe longer, and it's already coming undone. But I have the answer. Glue. You're not going to thwart me. And I'm going to trim the gold in a moment here, don't worry. Okay, so we have deck. Let's start with the D so we have room for it. Love the color of this blue. Let's get that off of there. And the is attached to itself, thankfully. If you peel it off at like a little bit of an angle, sometimes the negative space will stay on. But let me tell you, not always. This one worked. Yay. I got things sticking to me all over the place. And I think, do I want to keep that long? Well, I do. I think I want to keep it long, but I don't like how it's just kind of going out there. So I'm going to encourage it to go this way with a little bit of glue and hope there, or let that dry. And for this one, I'm not even going to mess with the gold thread. We're going to take these same die cut ornaments. And for this one, I have some scrap gold card with scrap white card. And I've just glued these on, and I'm going to use them as accents. Oh, this one has some tape on it. How nice. I don't want it going all the way across, but because it's just an accent here, so I'm going to do about there, and that's almost straight. Not quite, but... And then you remember my ornament here, since I'm doing a similar pattern here. I'm going to put this across my little strip, and then we'll take this strip, and to finish this off I have holiday wishes. I'm not sure, I think this might have come from a previous kit, but look at how similar the color is. So, because I did run out of like little sentiments while I was making all these gift tags. You can ask me in the comments, I can try to figure out which kit if you really want to know. And we have 2 more fabulous gift tags. Alright, I had to switch over to speeding this up because it's taking forever. So for the next 2 tags, we've got some scraps here. I'm going to use this plaid and then the chipboard sticker that says fa la 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 la. And then these die cuts from the die cut pack. They're like little candies, 2 of each of them, of course. So the single one I'm going to put in the bottom right, kind of angled upward, and then the pair in the bottom left, and then I'll stick down the chipboard sticker and just trim off the excess, and that is one of the tags. And the other one here with the Christmassy light backgrounds, it has gold foiling in the paper, so I'm just putting the chipboard sticker onto a scrap of gold card to bring out some more of that shimmer, and put the candies in exactly the same place in their coordinating pair of tags. So going with the candy theme, we're going to do candy canes this time, and I have all of the die cut candy canes from the pack. There's a large red one and a smaller pink one, and then this first peppermint candy is from the chipboard sticker set, and then the other one is from the die cut pack, so it's flat. So, and as you can see, I'm just using the scraps, so there's different borders, but they're similar and can make them at the same time. And I wanted to use up as many of the chipboard stickers as I could, so I'm taking the little bow, which I only have one of, but it looks cute right there. And so on one tag you have a little sentiment, and the other one you don't. That's 2 more right there. Now for this one's super quick and simple. I used some of the holly paper and then the holly chipboard sticker, and then just the word joy from the sentiment stickers, and I'm just gonna put it diagonally across, and that finishes it off pretty quickly. Here I'm gonna make 6. Now grab all your poinsettia papers and the poinsettia die cut pieces. So the first one here on the white card with the kind of pinky tone on tone pattern paper is pretty much already ready. It's a cluster that's just in the one die cut. They've already got it collaged and it looks great. And so I'm just going to place that at the bottom as a focal point and cut the word Noel out of white cardstock from our die that came in the kit. Punch a little hole, and it's one and done. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the second one, and there, look at that. Done. 2 done already. Now for these next 4, we're going to have to make our own little cluster, but you can see the pieces I have above there. So I'm starting with this pink poinsettia one, and I'm going to place that down flat, and then I am going to take some a berry cluster die cut from the die cut pack and place that down. And I have another berry sprig, but it has the larger berries, like 3 of them, and then I have this kind of medium red poinsettia. These 2 don't have the gold foiling, and then you can see in the right hand frame for the 2 tags that I haven't started yet, they do have gold foiling. So but I'm just using all the different poinsettias I have. And I'm going to make a little cluster here. Here's that other sprig of berries. I'm going to tuck that in. So I'm trying not to push everything down until I get it where I want it. But of course I make mistakes and pull it back up. Like right here, I'm like, oops, I forgot about this branch I was going to put down there. So I have 2 of these little branch ones, add a little glue to the front side, and it's okay that it's sticking out because this is just going to go on a gift, so you can have a little bit of it sticking out. For this Noel, I've cut it out of white, and then I picked a scrap of dark green from my stash that I thought looked well with the branches in the background. So then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the second card, and you can see the 2 red cardstocks, they don't even match because they're scraps from my stash, but that's okay. So then I've got the white cardstock again and these large poinsettias, and this time I've cut Noel out of gold because the 2 different kinds of poinsettia there have gold accents. So I'm going to take the largest one and put it down first. And then I believe, yes, I think I have to pull it up again because I'm like, uh-oh, my branch. Yeah, so pull that back up. Put the branch down first if you want to tuck it down behind. But, you know, it's flexible with the wet glue. You have a moment, and so I'm going to put the branch behind there. And for my second one, I'm going to make sure that I just start with the branch because it's a little bit harder to be pulling things back up again. So this time we start with the branch. And then I put my other large poinsettia flower down. I'm just going to make another nice cluster. And if you want ideas for the cluster, there is that one that's already done. You could try to copy that. I don't even remember if I looked at that one when I was doing this, but yeah, if you need an example, that's a great example because it already looks good. They designed it that way to look good. So you can get an idea of where to put things from that. And placing the pink one down, then I'm going to go ahead and do the same on the second one here, and then it's time to put my sentiment on. And I really liked kind of angling it upward. I just liked the look of that, so that's what I did with all 6 of these. And then punch a couple holes here, and I will be done pretty fast, and they all coordinate. I think they all look pretty nice. What do you think? So moving on here, we've got, okay, so this one I did do the corner chop thing, and I didn't really like that, so the rest of them aren't. And I've got the chipboard sticker gingerbread boys here, and then I have some peppermint not stickers, these are from the die cut pack, and then this chipboard sticker. Here's the idea with that sentiment pattern paper. I cut out the actual word. It fits perfectly on this chipboard sticker tab, so that's great. And I had run out of chipboard sentiment stickers, so I'm using that one here. And then this is the from the die cut pack, a variety of the peppermint candies. And so I'm gonna just stagger them across left and right. And I actually used up the other flat peppermint candy on one of the candy cane cards, so the other 3 for this card are going to be slightly smaller. Now for this one I'm just showing you, if you don't have a fancy punch or whatever, this is just the rectangular dimensions that I started with in the beginning, and it looks great. I actually like it with this layered paper look better than the corner chomped tag way. So I'm going to do almost the same thing except on the opposite side. Here for this second tag, it's sort of the coordinating tag here. We've got the gingerbread guy and then the sentiment, and again the peppermint candies are just slightly smaller because I already used up the big one, but there are so many in the die cut pack that I still had plenty to use, and I'm just going to stagger them across, so it is slightly different, but they are very similar as well. And that's my second gingerbread chipboard sticker tag set. And then this one is similar also. I've got the gingerbread man pattern paper this time and the cute gingerbread house chipboard sticker. So it's still kind of going with the gingerbread man theme here. And one of my very last chipboard sentiment stickers is going to go up here on the top. I was planning to use that scrap of holly paper there, but I guess I forgot, and you know, I like it as it is. So I decided just to toss it. Well, not toss it, but save it in my scraps for something else. Finally, this fourth one here, I'm going to use another chipboard sticker, that gumdrop chipboard sticker. But first, I'm taking just a tiny scrap of this green plaid that I had left over. I really like adding that in there, just kind of put it in the middle between the two pattern papers and layer it. And then I have another one of these chipboard tab stickers with my created sentiment from the pattern paper. This time it says joy. And here's that gumdrop chipboard sticker then in mason jar. So the great thing is that the die cuts coordinate so well. You got this gumdrop jar chipboard sticker, but you also have the little gumdrop die cut pieces from the pack. So the gumdrop jar by itself is a little bit small for my tag. I wanted it to stand out a little more, so pulling in the gumdrop die cut pieces was perfect to add that. And if you didn't have those, you could always just add a smattering of sequins to add a little more detail. But yeah, I like how the little gumdrops work. And so this one is not gingerbread man, but it's still candy, and so it kind of fits with these guys. And that is the final tag. That's all of them. Wow, 27 tags. And I have a bunch more that I've made, so I might just do a separate video showing those tags, because I think this is going to be really long. And I also have some more gingerbread men that I've stamped out, and if you'd like to see a video with that as a Christmas gift tag card or ideas, let me know, because I can go ahead and do that also. But wow, look at all these. And I still have many more supplies to work with. Thanks again for watching. As always, I hope you're inspired and have a wonderful creative day. Bye!